Greetings. The year 2020 has been historic, and I dare say the world is a darker place now than it was last year. That being said, I refuse to accept that it cannot be better, and instead, I choose to create a better place, and I'm asking you to please help. I'm coordinating a large magical working called the Operation of Opening. The intent is simply to make the world a better place. This is not just a meme going around asking people to do something at a certain time. This is a concentrated magical working done with serious coordination and intent. The goal is to help the gods, ancestors, and any beneficial spirits that are on our side help us change all this negativity in the world into something positive. Also, for those in power that have enabled the current state of affairs to feel their impact. When I say people in power, I mean politicians on both sides that are more worried about being elected than helping the people that elected them. Corporations that put profits over people, and anyone that uses their power to harm others. To accomplish this, I've assembled a team of practitioners that have laid down the foundation for this very work. Magic on this scale has to have some form and focus to be effective. So 6 very different sigils have been created to accomplish our goal, and each sigil will be charged by 6 different teams that have different purposes. The first 5 teams serve to primarily support the 6th one. Now each sigil does have 2 versions. There's one in black and white, and an artistically rendered version that might work better for focusing on meditation. The sigils can be used separately at any time to aid you in any personal magical work from here on out. And these 5 sigils working together form one mega sigil that creates one very large egregore that will work on its own and can also be called in to help you at any time. For those of you that need to know, a sigil can be defined as a specialized magical symbol for a specific intention and purpose, and an egregore is simply a magically animated, energetic being created by a practitioner, sort of like an artificial spirit. The sigils and teams are as follows. Sigil 1 deals with a portal sigil, and that's Team Beta. Its purpose is to open the realms between the material and the spiritual, letting in positive influences for change. This can be used to aid in work where you need to open or enhance your spiritual connection to things outside of yourself. Team Beta is working online and offline to open the spiritual veil even further for positive spiritual influences. Sigil 2, the Healing Sigil. That's being used by the Magick team. This sigil will help provide and enhance healing to those that use it for themselves and others. This team will be sending healing energy to all participants and available for any aftercare for practitioners during this working. This includes any grounding, banishing, or just someone to talk to. Sigil 3, Shield Sigil. This works with Shield Team. It's a sigil of protection. Its purpose is to shield people's magical work and themselves from harm. It can be useful if you want to protect your spell as you're preparing it and before the work is done. Also, anytime you need protection, magical or physical. Shield Team will be charging the Shield Sigil and doing a direct energetic shield to help people during the time of the working. Sigil 4, Signal Sigil. Signal Team. This boosts any messages. This can enhance communication, boost it, get a message where it needs to go, or even enhance the range of anything over a distance. This team is needed to not only charge a sigil, but to help get the word out about this working before and after. They'll also boost the individual signal sigil. Sigil 5, Alchemy Sigil. This is for Alchemy Team. This is a sigil that absorbs any negative energy and directs it to empower and strengthen the user or working. Based on the fourfold process of spiritual alchemy, this team needs to coordinate directly before October 31st to charge a sigil and after. Sigil 6. This is the Mega Sigil, and Team Alpha will work with this one. I like to nickname her EOAO. It's an acronym for Egregore of Operative Alchemy and Our Evolution. This is literally a living piece of magic to accomplish the task of making the world a better place. What that looks like is defined by the statements of intent that I'll get into later. Team Alpha will read the pre-written statements of intent and do their act of magic or devotion to empower the sigil. To help with this grand bit of magic, all you have to do is charge whatever sigil you feel drawn to between midnight October 31st and midnight November 7th, and then make a post on social media with the hashtag Operation of Opening, the hashtag of the sigil you're using, for example, Sigil1, and the hashtag of the team you are on, for example, hashtag Signal Team. You do not have to post what ritual or act you do personally or even take a picture of it, but if you do, it will add more energy. If you are concerned about identity, you can leave your face out or wear a face mask. Well, since we are in the time of COVID, you probably should have a mask by now. Now, there are many ways you can draw or print out the sigil. You can light a candle with the sigil inscribed on it or a picture of it nearby. You can draw the sigil on a piece of paper or maybe a leaf and burn it in a cauldron. You can draw it with energy in the air, trance dance while focusing on the sigil, or even just change your profile to the sigil. The sky's the limit. There is energy in acts done with intent, will, and emotion. The only thing that should be the same across the board is using the specific sigil, posting the hashtags, and reading the statements of intent. Personally, I like to do statements of intent by reciting them 3 times so that I can build the emotion and energy with each repetition, and then I end up with chanting, "It is our will." This is a viral piece of magic. There are already many people committed to this project, but you are needed. And in exchange, we get to live in a better world, and you also get access to an arsenal of sigils that can aid you in whatever work you do. Remember, you do not have to do this work at a specific time, but many people are doing their work specifically at midnight on October 31st. If you cannot do the work on that date, there is a range to work within. At midnight, November 7th, the working will be sealed, but all the sigils and the mega sigil can be used at any time from that moment on, as long as your goals are covered within the statement of intent. At that time, there may be other videos to sum up the working, and the Signal team should probably try to spread that. To coordinate things online, please use the hashtag Operation of Opening. Post it on the Facebook page that there'll be links to, or feel free to contact me directly. My information is on my webpage, blackstagalchemy.com. There will also be a Discord server for people to communicate. The statement of intent is below. I'll get into it in just a moment. And I just hope that you can join us in this historic act of magic and spiritual evolution. The statement of intent is, it is our will that we turn the lead of negativity into the gold of a better world. It is our will that the way of the ancestors and the gods be opened so that this better world is created with the goals of racial harmony and equality, fair and unbiased use of force to resolve conflicts, healing from the COVID-19 pandemic and curbing all future ones, justice for the victims of those who are in current authority, and the catalyzation of our collective and personal spiritual evolution. It is our will that this egregore be used by others in need in accordance with this intent. It is our will that we, the ones who labor for these goals, and the work itself be inspired, empowered, healed, and protected. I hope you can join us for this magical working, and hopefully I'll see you in a better world. Blessings.